Hello everyone, welcome to iExamB, coming with 10 more important questions for Nabard grade A exam. First question, what is the GDP growth projections for year 18-19 as per the recent economic survey? I keep on saying again and again that Union budget of 18-19 and economic survey are two very important document, especially for RBI and Nabard kind of exam. For other exams are also very important. So I hope that this question shall be easy for you to answer, and this is a simple fact based question, no guesses, no logic required for this. The answer is 7 to 7.5% is the growth projections for financial year 18-19 as per the economic survey. As per the last year economic survey, the growth projections for 17-18 financial year, which has ended on March 18, the growth projections were 6.75 to 7.5. So this is not important now for the exam, but you shall not be confusing with the option first. Now second question, working for world free of poverty. This is the motto of which organization, which international organization? United Nations, IMF, World Bank, WTO or ADB, Asian Development Bank. This is again a very simple question, I think, and it is very important for Nabard kind of exam. Before coming to the answer, I would like to tell you about the Nabard course, which is available on www.iexamb.com, and you can see the free demo of this course by subscribing to the demo button, which is available on the description below. If you have not seen the free demo yet, please go through it. You will get access to some 20-30 videos which will be very helpful for your exam. The answer to that question is World Bank. I keep on repeating the main difference between the function of World Bank and IMF. IMF is for financial stability. It provides different loans to the governments, and World Bank is for development purpose. So this is the biggest development institution in the world, and its aim is to eradicate the poverty from the world. Why I said it is very important for Nabard kind of exam? Because Nabard is also a development financial institution. Next question is, which of the following has the highest share in the import bill of India? This is important question about economy and maybe little bit confusing options. Electronics items, gold and gems, crude petroleum oil, refined petroleum product or agriculture product. You may be aware that India is running into current account deficit and also trade deficit. So trade deficit is a part of current account deficit. Trade deficit is when your imports bill is more than your export receipts. So when we export as a country, so we will receive payment for that, and when we import something, we have to, as a country, we have to make payments for that. So trade deficit is when our imports bill are more than export receipt. The question here is, which is having the highest share in our import bill? I think if you read newspaper, you must be reading about that India is facing this current account deficit and trade deficit right now, mainly nowadays, because of the increased crude oil prices. So that option is, so the right option will be, yes, you are getting it right. So I will have a brief overview of the major import and exports of India. India's top import items are petroleum crude. So that is number one. So I think now you got the answer here. And also see the export item. Number one export is petroleum product. So what is this? India is importing and exporting both. So India is exporting the refined petroleum product. Reliance have big refineries. So this is refined petroleum product. Crude oil India imports and refine it and exports it. Same you can see here in case of import. So here you will see gold and silver, electronic goods, pulse and precious stone. Pulse and precious stone are at number 4. You may not remember the amount. And in export also, India is number 2 is gems and jewelry, because India imports a raw diamond. You must have heard about the diamond factory in Surat. So we have expertise in cutting diamond. That finished diamond is then goes here as export in gems and jewelry. And in terms of the countries, India is importing number 1 from China, then UAE, then Saudi Arabia. This is UAE and Saudi Arabia is because of the oil, and China is because of the manufactured goods, electronic goods and other products, and then US, and then also see the Switzerland here, and India is primarily exporting it to USA, then UAE, Singapore, China likewise. So you can read the detail if you want by pausing the video. Now you know the answer of the question is crude petroleum oil. India is heavily dependent on imported crude petroleum oil, and about 80% of our crude oil requirement is filled through import. Rest 20% only India produce in its own land. So we also have some crude oil which we extract from our fields, and India is the net exporter of the refined petroleum, as I told you in the last slide. Next question, which among the following is the largest source of direct tax in India? So I hope you understand about direct tax and indirect tax. If you have not learned that, you can subscribe to the demo video. We have a video on direct tax and indirect taxes and on many other things. Subscription to the demo button which is there on the description may help you. Here options are income tax, corporation tax, STT, security transaction tax, GST, and dividend distribution tax and wealth tax. One extra. Okay, cut this. 5 options. Any guesses? If you don't know this, many of you may tempt to say income tax, but the answer is corporation tax. And do you know what are these types of taxes? And many of you may be saying GST, but here there is one important thing here. GST is an indirect tax. It is not a direct tax. How? Read it, Google it, or go to the demo videos. So the highest tax collection from the direct tax is from corporation tax, followed by income tax, and then security transaction tax. Next question, which among the following agricultural product is not exported from India? Tea, shellac, spices, basmati rice. None of the above. Nabard exam, so some knowledge related to agriculture crops. Here the answer is these all are exported from India. So the answer becomes none of the above. So you have to be very clear. This option shall not be confusing to you. Here it is asking not exported, and this is also none. So double negative, it means these are exported. Because many times people get confused with the double negative kind of option. So you understand that, you learn that. यहाँ पर पूछा है कि क्या इंडिया से एक्सपोर्ट नहीं होता है, और ये बोल रहा है इनमें से कोई भी ऑप्शन सही नहीं है, यानी कि ये सारा एक्सपोर्ट होता है इंडिया से. आई थिंक दैट मेक्स इट क्लियर. आंसर इज नन ऑफ द अबव. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, Dioni is a breed of. In my previous videos I told that you shall be aware about the major breed of cattle, buffalo, poultry, goat, etc. That can be an exam question. I am not sure whether you have heard of Dioni breed. So this answer is actually cattle, and Gir, Sindhi, Red Sindhi, Sahiwal, Tharparkar and Dioni are the main milch cattle breed in India. Gir is found in Saurashtra. You can remember this with Gir forest. Saurashtra is in Gujarat region. Sindh, you can again remember this with the Sindh region. So it is found in Gujarat and Rajasthan and Maharashtra, Punjab region. So that western part of the country, which was Sindh earlier, and also in Haryana. Dioni is found in Andhra Pradesh. This can be another exam question. Dioni belongs to which region? This is Dioni cow. I am showing you some pictures so that you can differentiate that there are different types of breed, and by features, by seeing the cow or by seeing that animal, one can distinguish from one breed to another. See this one, a distinct cow, red color. So this is Red Sindhi. And this one, most of the time you may have seen this in advertisement and in all dairy products. This is Holstein Friesian. This is originated in Dutch. So actually this is imported to India, and this is crossbred, because pure Holstein Friesian cannot really do well in Indian climate. India is comparatively very hot, and this comes from Europe, Dutch region, where the temperature is very low. But Holstein Friesian gives very high quantity of milk with high amount of fat also. In the Nabard grade A course, there are live classes, 3 live classes per week, in which faculty discusses some important topics, and also answers your questions query and one-to-one any strategic input or tips and tricks, etc. And this course is going to be very helpful for ESI and ARD section of phase 2 also, and one of the faculty member is also evaluating your essays on the writing skills. By now you know the answer. Deoni is a breed of cattle. The term cattle is used for cow and oxen. Next, National Food Security Mission was launched during NFSM. So during which plan this mission was launched? If you remember the year, you can calculate the 5-year plan. The answer is 11th 5-year plan. The Ministry of Food and Agriculture launched MSFM by the end of 5-year plan by allocating 4,882 crore rupees to increase the production of rice, wheat, pulses by 10, 8 and 2 million tons respectively. So remembering the year is good enough right now. The headquarters of SIDBI is located at, most of the time you may have seen that headquarters of most of the financial institutions are in Mumbai, and sometime it is in Delhi. Which one is in Hyderabad? One important was in Hyderabad. Okay, you can comment on that, the comment box if you remember. I will wait for your reply. One important financial institution is headquartered in Hyderabad. What is the answer for this? Where is the headquarters of SIDBI? The answer is Lucknow. Lucknow is the headquarters of SIDBI. But also remember, if they ask corporate office of SIDBI, that is in Mumbai. So sometimes these tricky words can be there. Like in case of ICICI, the registered head office is in Vadodara, but its corporate head office is in Mumbai. So here also, if they ask corporate head office, sometime be careful with that. So for SIDBI also it is Mumbai, but otherwise its headquarters is in Lucknow. One important question again on agriculture: which of the following seed rate is not correct in the crop mentioned? So there are 4 crops here and the seed rate. So the question says one of the seed rate is the rate of the seed which is used for planting the crop, for sowing the crop. So if you have any idea about the major crop seed rate, which I think you shall have when you are writing this Nabard exam, so this options will help you in guessing the answer. How is it? So I think you know wheat, and it is very easy to remember also. For wheat it is about say 100 kg per hectare. Why I am saying about? Because sometime for late sown variety it may be 120, and in different book also there you will find a difference of 5-10 kgs, because it varies from place to place. A book written in south and in north, and there is difference then again variety wise. So you remember for wheat 100 kg per hectare. So now with this, if you have seen wheat crop and have you seen the soybean crop, the size of the grain, 2 things are important here. How the seed rate will vary? Size means actually weight here, weight of the grain, and the plant to plant distance. So plant to plant distance you may remember for the crop, but you may not remember also. But if the options are not very close, you may guess it. So in case of soybean, it is also distantly planted, means the plant to plant distance I don't remember, but it is definitely more than wheat. But soybean, the size of the grain is also bigger than that of the wheat. So 80 per kg looks somewhat reasonable. In case of maize, it is 20 per kg per hectare. So the size of the maize grain is again like soybean, but it is saying so less the seed rate. Is it looking reasonable? Yes, it is looking reasonable because of the large plant to plant distance in the maize plant. The plant size is very big. In case of mustard, it is saying 20. Mustard seed grain is very small, very small. I think at least 20 mustard grain will come in one soybean or one maize grain. So this seems to be quite high. If you can put this kind of intelligent guess, do it, else leave it. So this is the correct answer, because in case of mustard, seed rate is 4 kg to 6 kg per hectare in case of the pure mustard crop, and in case of the mixed crop it is 2 to 3 kg per hectare. What is mixed crop? So you may have seen, I have shown that in some other slide sometime. What is mixed crop? Say for example, mustard is grown as a mixed crop with wheat, and that is very popular in North India. You can see in winters, especially during February, March kind of period, January, February kind of period, yellow flowers of the mustard in the wheat crop. So both of the crop are sown in the same field, that is called mixed cropping. Now one more question, which of the following is not a cereal crop? Rice, wheat, maize, barley. Do you know what is cereal crop? So these are like basic, very basic questions. So I am picking up questions from different topics and simple questions so that you know what to study for the exam. Here also the question is simple, but the options are making it difficult because the correct answer, I am not going to tell you this. So this you have to tell me what is the correct answer for this by commenting in the comments below. Thanks for watching the video.